What in the world? What?
Our ship disappeared. Joe!
Joe! Joe, bring back the ship! What are you doing?
It's too much.
I thought you guys were on board, and I had.
Did you see our names? This is the worst group of pirates.
Did you hear us calling any commands?
Nope.
You
I
didn't
was
see
like,
us
I
on
am
board.
going to commandeer. I decided to commandeer the boat.
Man, first we lost them, now like Joe's abandoning us. Tabitha, where did we find this crew?
Materials or something.
Joe, are you still on this ship?
Yes, I am. I am straightening out. Oh, you're here!
Yeah, we're
Get
here.
here. How'd you guys get here?
I
Oh,
found
the
a
mermaid brought us here.
Oh,
And there's someone shooting at us.
Really?
I hear shots. Am I crazy?
No, I definitely heard something.
It gives me the option to rejoin the previous session.
Oh, right over there. Is that not a ship over there? Oh, it's like a congregation ship.
Oh, I am overboard.
Wait, what? Why?
Oh, the ship's on fire! The ship's on fire!
Why?
The ship is on fire because nobody sails without the entire crew. So Joe, have
And
fun.
There's massive holes in the boat, guys.
Oh no!
You steal the ship, you
Okay.
suffer the consequences.
Hello and good morning to everybody. I was trying to do all the behind the scenes stuff. I had a whole thing planned. I tend to always have a whole thing planned, and then I forget the things that I need to be doing. Like, for example, 1 second. There, that should be better. Lips are a little bit colored. Good morning. Good morning. I was going to break out into song this morning. I was looking at the sky outside, sunny sky over here. And I thought about breaking into song, but then I didn't because reasons. But anyway, good morning. It's time for your daily dose of the traffic jam during the brush hour. Yes, I finally said the cute little tagline I've been trying to utilize for this particular stream in the morning. I'm gonna be trying to find time to make sure it's like a dedicated time frame, right? So Mondays and Tuesday mornings at 10 o'clock. I think that seems to be what works best for me for the brush hour. Excuse me. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. Happy Columbus Day, Columbia. But I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I just got back from traveling with to see the fam, and I hope that you guys are all enjoying the blessings of family and camaraderie and having a rest and relaxation moment from your work. From your work. You guys work hard, so, But I see that DL was here, of course, throwing everything but the kitchen sink at us early this Monday morning. Jabba the Whoop is here, and Mountain Mutt says, hello. Hello there. I wanted to get back on board with spooky season. I have not been able to dedicate time to Inktober like I really, really wanted to. So this morning I thought that I would recreate or try to maybe reinterpret something like this, a creation that I made last year. And I know, I like Tabitha. We want something fresh. We want something brand new. I know, but things have been busy. And so that's why I thought, well, what if I just took one of my old drawings back, when I used to use paper and pencil like a troglodyte, like Maria. Tell her I said that. I don't care. I do miss paper and pencil. I actually took up my coloring pencils yesterday and started coloring, and it felt so good. So maybe we need to do a get back to it stream, like where we go back to the old ways of doing things. Those outdated systems of coloring with paint and pencils and markers. The way we used to do it here on Dreaming Tabitha. Hey, it's Larry says it's Tabitha time. It's Mighty Morphin Tabitha time. That's like, come on in to the traffic jam that is the brush hour, the daily jam. Yeah, you tell her. She's a troglodyte. A lot of people don't know what that word means, but I do. And sometimes I use it incorrectly and nobody knows. um, oh man, that'd be kind of cool. I should do a stream with Maria where we do words that we've never heard before. Maybe the chat will supply them and we have to draw animals based off of that. Like troglodyte kind of sounds to me a little bit like a dinosaur, pterodactyl kind of creature, maybe mixed with a crocodile or something. Let me know. Do you guys think that would be a fun stream? Like you guys give us words from the dictionary or something that nobody knows what it is. And we have to try to draw an animal that we think best represents that word. I don't know. I love challenges. I love art challenges. That would be fun. Anyway, hit that like button for me, please, please. And I have it in the pinned comment. The pinned comment there is for my YouTube gaming channel. I don't have the kick one up this morning, but we will be doing spooky games tonight. Nomi is not available, of course, for couples therapy tonight. Can you believe it? But no, she's busy doing some important things. And so tonight will be just spooky games with Tabitha. I haven't quite figured out which spooky game I should play. I have a couple. I know, Biggles. You tell, okay, guys, you tell Maria I said she's a troglodyte, and then everybody tell Nomi that Biggles says she's a slacker. But yeah, spooky games tonight. I don't have a time frame. It might be around 6 or 7-ish. And then tomorrow, though, we're getting the gang all back together and we are playing golf with your friends tomorrow at 7 Central, 8 Eastern p.m. It's going to be crazy. Going to be lit. We're going to have the whole gaggle together. But anyway, last year I drew this little guy. I am not good with drawing chibi animals. Okay. So I was trying to learn and I need to learn. And next month, you're going to definitely find out why I need to learn how to draw chibi cutesy animals. We will make more announcements about November here soon. So excited. We're doing a twist on one of the creative things that people do every year in November. We're kind of merging October's creativity with November's creativity. So I didn't say she's a slacker. I just said she's a troglodyte. Chibi turkeys? Not exactly, but I'll keep you posted. I will keep you posted. By the way, I keep forgetting to do this and it's terrible. I want to shout out all the pencil fam, all the coffee fam here on YouTube. And you guys have been an incredible blessing in my life and so honored to have you be a part of all of that. But I also want to shout out to the Daydreamers and the Swedish Dreamers and the Dreamer Sketchbook crew over on Patreon that help make things like this possible. Shout out. I don't have a list of your names here exactly, but for all of those who support me over on Patreon with your Daydreamer, your Swedish Dreamer, and this Dreamer, and especially with this the Dreamer Sketchbook. So much thank you for your support there. You get a little extra something on Patreon that YouTube does not offer because Patreon has things that YouTube can't do. Won't do. So thank you. But I keep forgetting, like I put that in there where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to say thank you. If you are part of this, I get to say, I'm going to, sounds like I'm the slacker. All right. So maybe don't call Nomi and Maria the slacker. Well, you can still call Maria the troglodyte. I'm fine with that. Anyway, let's calm down. Let's bring it in. So I'm not good at drawing animal chibis. Next month, we're going to try to attempt to fix that with a very special project that I think I can finally open up to you guys that I've been working on for about 2 years now. So, but today I want to see if I can recreate this guy. So yes, I might outline him, like just trace over him, but he's my art piece. So it's okay. I'm allowed to do that. But, oh, this is different. Is there an update on Procreate? Huh. Interesting. I know that there was an update on Procreate. This one kind of threw me off. Classic Library. That's right. I'll have to, anyway. It didn't used to have the rounded corner, so that kind of threw me off. Hey, iCanalus. Good morning. Good morning. Do, 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 do. So I'm going to make this bigger. And there are some things in here because I was sketching and not familiar with it. Like he's kind of standing sideways. Little guy's trick or treating on a hill. So we're going to try to fix some of these imperfections. And then I would like to try maybe a different art style with this guy. Maybe I'll go back to what I've been typically doing, but I've got some examples over here on my other monitor of different art style that I would like to try. And it's kind of similar to what I already do, but without the outlines. And I'm not exactly sure how to do that without how to keep that's what and it might sound stupid, but without adding a whole bunch of extra work. I don't really know how people do this and keep the line work clean without the outline. So we're going to figure that out. Already my brain has a couple ideas. By the way, look, I've got for spooky season, I'm drinking out of a cauldron because I'm fancy like that. Drinking some Bucky's coffee this morning. It's all right. It's no fancy Italian coffee, but it's good. Fantastic Sarcastic says, I'll try and lurk while I work. I appreciate you, sir. Don't be a slacker like Nomi, okay? Or who was it we said was a slacker? Nomi, yeah. Okay. So looking at this, because our little dog, I'm not exactly sure what kind of dog this is. I'm going to assume it's a Chihuahua. I don't remember. This was a while ago. I don't remember if I had a proper reference. I think I glued things together that worked in my mind. So I'm going to lower the opacity. Oh, yes, things are a little different now. We're going to lower the opacity, go back to this layer. And I also wanted to say thank you to all the people who have hired me for the commission work. I know it says down over here, commissions open. Don't pay attention to that. If you, they're closed. They're closed until the end of this month. I am strawberry jam packed and so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. If you are interested in hiring me for work, you can always reach out to me at dreamingtabitha@gmail.com. Really simple channel name, my name, but with at gmail.com, dreamingtabitha@gmail.com. And you can always message me for the upcoming month if you are interested in something. There have been some people that have used my skills for Christmas presents. Maybe you want to get a family photo done and turn it into a stylized chibi portrait for a loved one. Christmas is around the corner. Or maybe there's a person that you would like to have a drawing. I'm not above, like I've done a lot of sketches for those that don't know, and maybe you're new around here, and I've done all kinds of artwork of people that already exist, and then I just stylize them. I do that with my friends and myself all of the time. And so if you would like me to do an attempt something like that. And of course, I got to whip out the Like a Fool. I love how this just took fire. But yeah, so if you're interested maybe in something like that for Christmas, something out of the box, very unique, one of a kind gifted item, you could have that. Or like I said, I've done, you saw I had the Cara Dune one up there, and then I had the Sydney Sweeney and the Gavin Casalegno. So maybe if you want a particular person, like, well, Tabitha, my girlfriend really loves Batman, but I'd love it to be pink. Could you do a chibi Batman, but dress him in pink? 100% yes, I can. It would be a personalized, customized gift that you could give a loved one. So like I said, I'm closed for October, but I'm wide open for November. So if you want to use my skills for something like that, I'd be happy to help you out. So dreamingtabitha@gmail.com. Good morning, Mo. Hello. We don't have a Bucky's or a Wawa's anywhere. Sadness and despair. Look, I didn't know about the magic of Bucky's till I moved to Florida. Mo, I hope you are doing well. Mo, I have maybe a challenge for you. Do you know what a troglodyte is, Mo? I'm asking the real questions here. Mo might be busy at work. He might not be able to answer, but I'm just curious. I'm just curious, Mo. Do you happen to know what a troglodyte is? All right. So I'm gonna go with some spooky season. Purple is kind of like spooky season theme. So we're gonna go with this and just make it very pale. So hopefully I can still see it. Yes, I can. Oh yeah, they changed. If you look over here to the sidebar, like it's all rounded and everything like that. I'm doing well. Guess whose gaming channel just got monetized? Awesome. That's wonderful, Mo. Good for you. Good for you. 100%. That's wonderful. Definitely a grandiose congratulations.
Get back to painting, y'all.
Um uh you've heard the term. I don't know the actual definition. Perfect. I'm thinking of having a stream where the chat um gives us words, big words from the dictionary or something like that. And maybe like I might do a poll, maybe like a members only poll or something like that, and get like 3 words from the dictionary that we would assume that we've never heard before, ridiculous words, and then we have to draw animals based on what we think that word could be like associate with. So like troglodyte, in my opinion, it kind of sounds like a alligator pterodactyl kind of creature. I don't know. Let me know if you're interested. I think it would be crazy fun. I don't think anybody would do a really great job unless, of course, we had Eric the artist on. But anyway, just throwing that out there. If you're interested, let me know. All right, so let's get our syrup. I've got my syrup, my favorite brush that I've come to love. My syrup. It's very wobbly, but it's also accurate. I have kind of messed with this. What's it called? The words are hard. Not the system. Settings. So you can kind of adjust them as needed. Perfect. All right. Let's see if I can figure out how. I guess this is kind of like cell shading. Cell shading doesn't really have outlines. So I'm going to try to work on that. So we're going to do, oops. I'm going to try doing the doggy ghosty thing here. I'm not very good with fabric, so it's something else. I'm down as long as we're not trying to keep up with that sadist Bob Ross. No more. we tried, we learned, we did. So my idea here, if you guys, also, if you don't know what we're talking about, I invited Mo and a couple other artists to attempt to do Bob Ross paintings in real time, and we did them digitally, thinking it would be easier that way. It was not. And it was sad. You should see what Mo made. You should see what I made. You should see what Eric made. It was a lot harder than we thought it would be. All right. But it was fun. I mean, I thought it was fun. It was nonsense, but it was fun. So the hard part about this drawing when I first made it was the fact that I did not sketch the dog out fully first. I don't remember doing that necessarily. And then I put the ghosty thing on top of them. So this is kind of a practice because I still have to finish some commission pieces before I get to work on some new ones. It's going to be a really great, wonderful day today for work. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I could just carry on like so. I gotta close the gaps. Close the gaps. Maybe we should have spooky season words. Like I have to tell the chat, okay, what's the spookiest word you can find in the dictionary? And we draw. So, okay. So we feel, oh, I'm such a weirdo. I forgot to do the, oops. Bob Ross was on drugs. That's how he got his done. No, tell me that's not true. DL, you better be making stuff up. Don't you dare tear away our hopes and dreams of tranquility, mindfulness, and what is it that they call them? The Holy Trinity of Steve Irwin, Bob Ross, and Mr. Rogers are the Holy Trinity of not sincerity. Why are words hard today? Oh, I hate when I can't remember words. Hey, JB Spooky Review. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to see if we can digitize this guy and fix a couple of things. Okay. So, wholesomeness. Thank you. I don't know why that word escaped me today, and it's bothering me. It bothers me. It vexes my righteous soul. Okay. I think that I'm going to try to make this a little more on this kind of color here. So there's that. I think I'm going to Why was wholesomeness so hard to remember? I don't know. I will say I literally, like I said, I got back yesterday and I slept well, but I think I didn't get, when you're hanging out with family and you're having a really great time and everything like that, I don't think that I I got enough sleep. I didn't get enough sleep. And so well, okay. Well, sometimes you just shouldn't look at your phone when you're on stream. What am I going to do with you, sir? What am I going to do with you? Okay. All right. Well, Chibi commissions will open up in November. We'll work on it together. You got it, man. Thank you. Okay. We'll figure out the cost. This, I don't know. This might not be accurate. We'll see. But thank you. Okay. I went on here to let my mom know that I went live because I forgot to do that. And I see this blessing coming through for whatever reason. Well, I mean, I know why, but I'm just, thank you. I don't have I need to get a thank you. Normally this is $2, but I feel like this generosity has covered the face of Maria. So they're going to try to take these. Maria for $2? All right. Thank you. Just kind of say, you never know what to do in a moment like that. Thank you. The forgetting random word when I need a thing is as relatable as it is troubling. 100% I can. I've been having this the last couple of days. And normally I'm good with the words. At least I used to be anyway. I used to read a lot more and memorize things a lot more. And I need to do that because I don't like that I forget words. Maybe I'm just getting old, which is a blessing. Because you hang out with Nomi and wholesome isn't a word used. You're right. It's such a burden trying to bring the wholesomeness to Nomi that it drains me of my own. Okay, Spider Unlimited. Good morning. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So I don't really like the fringy thing going on over here, but I'm going to leave it as is and see how I can work with that. Our dog, not really sure what color or what kind of dog this is. I feel like it's a Chihuahua. Chihuahua. So maybe we'll go. There's a certain kind of color palette when it comes to these things too, where it's like it's vibrant, but it's not. And I'm a little. Let's see. What does this look like? I mean, I don't know. There is a trick that you can use on Procreate when you don't really know what kind of colors work well with one another. And so when you use the eyedropper tool, and so as I did, and I touched the white area, when you go to the bottom of your color dial here, you will see the one that says harmony, and it will show you what the opposite color looks good with, like what pairs with it nicely. My problem is that I don't want a green dog. So, what does this do? Oh, that changes okay. Well, what about, okay, if we can get it kind of close. Yeah, maybe that's kind of close. Yeah, maybe we'll just keep it with the pastel-ish kind of colors. And then the shadows offer the contrast to create this particular style. And we all know that Sevi is as wholesome as the day is long. Hey, Sevi is wholesome. She just swears pervasively. But Sevi is amazing and so sweet and encouraging and inspiring. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Biggles, it's really helpful. So if people have a hard time, like I do sometimes, pairing their colors to see what works harmoniously, because people don't understand, like with color theory, there are some words, there are some colors that don't look quite as good together. And normally you would be like, oh, blue and orange looked good together. But if the orange is kind of pastel and then you've got a really harsh blue, depending on what you're coloring or drawing, it just might not mesh well. And so that little harmony tool is really, really great. Hey, good morning, Caventino. I hope you're doing well. Still haven't figured out how to match shade colors. What do you mean? Maybe I can help you, sir. Let's go ahead and just do a little doggy here. Get along, little doggy. And we're just going to do the whole circle like this. Hang on, I feel like his ear is a little wobbly. I kind of think with this style too, there's not quite as more organic line work. Like it's a little bit more cut and dry. I have a lot of wiggles going on here. So I think to change this style, it just needs to be more precise, less organic. So let's give that a try. Whoops, got a little smudge. If you're talking about when you say, hang on, let's clean this up real quick. Like when I cell shade for my anime characters, I never figure out how to get it to still look the same color-ish, even with the shadows. Right. Okay, I think I understand what you're trying to say. So what I do, because I have sometimes the same problem, because not all shadows are just gray. In fact, most shadows are not gray. I guess you could say they're in the grayish family because they are darker, because they are shadows. But what I do is that, you go to the disc here, is that you just drop down. You stay with that same little circle that's going on up here and just drop down a little bit in the same family. And then suddenly you have the proper color, if you will, because it's kind of in the same. Does that make sense, Biggles? Do I need to go further with that example? And it does also depend on your style preference. Some people don't like if you kind of look at some games like maybe Tears of the Kingdom, not all the time, but in some of the characters like Link and stuff like that, the shading is not very harsh. The contrast is not very strong, right? So, you could do a softer shadow, which looks really nice, just kind of a little bit more peaceful, I would say. Or you could do a really strong, and it changes the feel and everything of your character. Then it's like, or if you want to get even more stylized, you could rotate the dial a little bit and change it completely. And this is where it comes down to preference. But that's why when people are like, oh, just draw whatever you want to, it's art, it doesn't matter, it's subjective. Yes, this is true, but you need to start with the fundamentals of understanding. It's like getting all of your tools in a toolbox, understanding how they work, why they work the way they do, how it can benefit you, and then getting your creativity mind going on how to use those tools that you learn. So color theory, very important. You don't have to have your colors complementary. Some people thrive on that because it can create discomfort when you're looking at a piece of artwork, and somebody wants that. Like that was the whole point. It wasn't that they were trying to make an ugly piece. It was that they wanted you to be uncomfortable when they looked at it because they have an understanding of how colors work. If that makes sense. All right. This is the right color, right? Nope, it's not. Eyedropper. Okay. We'll just get his little feet here. Well, I wonder if his feet, you know what? Let me look up chibi dog feet. My search history is so weird. Chibi dog feet. Oh, see, so sometimes I'm the kind of person that when I look at something simple, I don't know how to do it because it's so simple. My brain kind of thrives on complexity to a degree. So this is really cute. I could keep it really simple and just do the little puff pastry feet. But I feel like that. What I like about the character, let me get rid of this, by the way, so I can see. What I like about the character is that he looks nervous, right? It looks like it's his first time trick-or-treating. Maybe it's I've got a big snaggletooth right here. Maybe he's a werewolf and it's his first time trick-or-treating. Oh, that's so sweet. Learn your tools like on a digital medium or you paint Bob Ross like a fool. Yeah. Paint like a fool. Sometimes I do. You can make whatever you want, but you can't hammer a nail very well with a screwdriver. I can. That's good. 100%. Can you do it? Yes. Should you do it? No. It does it make your life harder? Yes. That's so good. Tabitha, who came up with chibis in the first place, I did not. Heartily. Everyone knows from yesterday's Battlefield 6 stream that Sevi has a more tame mouth than Mara because Mara has combat military veteran mindset and dealt with foobar situations. That'll do it. Yeah, compared to some people, Sevi is quite mild. She doesn't swear all the time, but when she does, she hits the high notes. I've hammered many nails with screwdrivers, and how hard was that to do? Okay, all right. This guy is very chibi-ish. Yeah, I do. I like the idea that this little dude's nervous. So he's just a little bit crooked. So we're going to straighten him out a little bit. Whoops. Did you? I used the phrase like a fool over the weekend. I've been saying it all over the place, and I love that it's just caught on with everybody. Like a fool. Even my mom was saying it. Japan has been using chibis for over a decade, but I don't know neither do I. It's definitely not something I created. I wish I were that person, but I'm not. Okay. I think what I need to do, what's throwing me off, is I need to straighten this. I could just recreate some feet, but this is totally, hang on, totally throwing me off. We'll put him back when we need to, but so maybe we're missing a toe. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, come on. There it is. If I'm looking at this correctly, I kind of made his feet go like pigeon-toed instead of facing forward. So maybe we try that. And just kind of, maybe we just add that third toe. And I know you won't, once we fill it in, we won't be able to see that, but I think that will work better. I need to make it a little bit bigger though. I should have done this on a second layer. So what we do, class, what we do is that we duplicate, get rid of, and now we have our foot. We can make it a little bit bigger and we'll put it back down here. And we get this guy, we get rid of that, we get this, and we erase. And now we have another foot. And what I can just do is duplicate this. Whoops. And then flippity-doo-dah day. And now we have our 2 feet. And we can put them really close together because he's nervous. It's his first time trick-or-treating after all. You know, he nervous. He nerveux. Okay, so with that being said, then the head and the ghost shroud would need to, they would need to, I do wonder if maybe his feet are still too small. Maybe we want like really big feet. Oh, something like that. And we can always adjust later because we have them on separate layers now. Mando says, you're going down like a fool. No, you're going to go down like a fool. In our Discord chat, Mando was not going to respect the rules of dibs that Maria called for tomorrow's golf tournament. But I reminded her, Southerners hold fast to their traditions, and she needs to respect them. And then I told her I was going to zoom ahead to victory, and that's fine. And she was like, I'll kick you in your backside. Well, you know what, Mando? You have to be behind. You have to be in last place in order to kick somebody ahead of you. And I'll just say, thank you for the boost. You're going down like a fool. I Googled it. It comes from Japan, and a Sailor Moon made it popular. Not surprised. Yeah, it's kind of evolved from what I understand. I respect no such thing. Well, then you, madam, renounce your Southern card. I said it. I said it. All right. Here we go. So we've got this going on. Now, if I want to get rid of these layers here to kind of let's lower the opacity. And I think with these layers, I'll put them underneath if that makes more sense here. Well, they didn't need to be in a group, but that's fine. And then we're going to do the eyes. I think I'm going to go into the blue family to get the white so that it kind of, it's still going to be white, but it's got just a tinge of the blue. But tournament at MegaCon, I wish. We have so many plans of different things that we want to do. There's just never going to be enough time in a day. We're going to need a week of MegaCon in order to. We've been talking. Don't worry, guys. We've been talking about. Okay, let me see. I forget that. Well, I've got that filled in, so it's fine. Okay, here we go. I'm going to fill in the white. Although he's got, hang on. I need to look at this from afar. Oh, it's not white. I made a mistake. Okay. For some reason. Okay, this is the white. Understanding the information in front of you. Here we go. Hi, Ma. Hope you're having a great day. Everybody say hello to my mother. What does it Nomi calls her? Mama Dreaming. Mama Dreaming is out there watching right now. Call your mother. She worries. We've actually been looking at like escape rooms, stuff like that too for MegaCon. So there you go. Howdy, Mama Dreaming. Thank you, Jabba the Whoop. You're a real one. Okay, so there we go. That would be all right. So then we get rid of this and we're going to do a new layer. And Tay Mando says, hi, Mom. DL says, hello, Tabitha's mom. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. What color eyes should our little Chihuahua have? He's a little Chihuahua werewolf. A weird Chihuahua. A weird Wawa. That's what we're going to make. A weird Wawa. Maybe a weird Wawa has kind of yicky green eyes. How about, yellow? Mando wants yellow. OG, hello there. Thanks for coming in. My friend took me to an escape room for my birthday and I just stared at the choo-choo trains the whole time. Biggles, you're useless. And Kayla says, salutations, mother of the dreaming one. Wow, I can't list with the words, I tell you. All right, Mando, we're going to find a happy medium here. Somewhere yellowish green, I think, should be the... Here, kind of a muddy yellow. We'll make it uncomfortable mustard brown, much like my Like a Fool shirts were. All right. Let's see. Me lower, make this smaller. So I think what's going to be fun about this drawing is that even though I'm kind of cleaning some things up from the sketch, because I'm not just cutting and pasting everything per se. I did with the feet, I know, but like even with the eye color, that way it still kind of has the touch of the imperfect, when it comes to the drawing itself. All right, so we get some. Okay, if I go back to I don't think so. They don't really use. Okay, so there's no black in this. It's just purple. Like anything that's black is purple. Chess. Does your mom know that you are the dark side of nature? I haven't told her. I guess now's the time. Ma, I am the dark. Jerry told me, at least I thought Jerry told me, that I was the dark side of nature. It's from our gaming stream with Joe, the real Joe Rosie. You have to subscribe to the gaming channel if you want to know more. All right, so let's try a really dark, uncomfortable purple here for the pupils. The dark side of nature. I think for this one, I am going to just duplicate because pupils suck. So here we go. I just don't know if it might not fit properly, which totally defeats what I had said earlier then. Oh, just look at them. See, this already then tells me that there was something wrong with this eye to begin with then. So what I think I'll do is I need to duplicate, get rid of this, and then shrinky dink this side so that it fits better. And then maybe I just need to fill it in more. All right, let's get the uncomfortable green. Here we go. Maybe we'll, oh, it's too big. Maybe we'll shrinky, whoop. Okay, it's still too big. Here we go. Shrinky dink this side a little bit. Just shave it down a wee bit there. Maybe a lot more. There we go. I think that particular pupil is also a little too large, which makes sense because his head's turned. So then the proportions are a little more distorted. All right. Well, we'll play around with it. I was watching a YouTube artist yesterday and she was making a very valid point. She was like, just get something down. It's more important to get something down to work with than getting it perfect right away, or just not starting because you don't know where to start. You can work with something. You cannot work with nothing. So, good morning. Cavantino coming out with the fancy for my mother. Good morning, milady who gave birth to this angelic, artistic, and all-around good human being. Thank you. My mom knows I'm pretty special. I remind her all the time. Okay, let's see how our colors all look together. By the way, thank you all for supporting Mama Dreaming. Let's see how all of our colors look together. Well, not this one. Okay. Obviously, still need to clean some stuff up, but I do need to also give him like some eyebrows because he is kind of frowny faced. But these colors look good. I think they are complementary. I haven't gotten to the shadows yet, so I think we're working. We're getting there. Tabitha, are you old enough to remember Shrinky Dinks? Yeah, right. That's little plastic things that you color, and then you put them in the oven, and they shrink. And we would make keychains out of them. Those were Shrinky Dinks, right? Hey, Retro Collective! Shout out to one of my biggest supporters over on Patreon. That know his name right here. Legendary. Retro Collective. You know what, Retro? I don't get, have you been gaming at all anymore? I don't think I'm getting any notifications. So I'm just want to make sure like everything's good with you. Hope you're doing okay. I know you've been working hard, so, which is obviously more important, but wow. Fine. We're just going to leave it on the screen for a little bit. You guys need to remember this name right here. Look at that great avatar too. Okay. Respect to where it's due. Wow. JB Spooky Reviews or whoever you are. Okay. Let's see. You can't read. Okay. All right. So what else are we missing? Oh, his nosy. We're missing his nosy. Okay. So we need to kind of cut this out. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to, am I on the right layer? Here we go. No. Getting myself a little bit confused with the, Okay, I have to remember like more direct shapes, not necessarily organic shapes, which they'll kind of come just because of the brush that I'm using. But okay. I wonder, just to make it easier on Tabitha, we're attempting to use the lasso tool here, so that way I can just do this. And we unlasso, and we'll just clean up what we missed. Perfection. Cool. And then when we do this, we just keep checking in on our, yeah. Oh, so cute. You've been working a lot lately? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. JB Spooky Reviews is the one who turned Michelle into the X-Files, and now she's one of us. I tried watching X-Files years ago. I just kind of lost interest, but I was younger, attention span, whatever the case might be. But I know it's supposed to be really good. Oh, whoops. It wasn't something that, I was into as a kid. The truth is out there. Isn't that the motto or the tagline or something like that? Of course, everybody uses the whole whenever there's like some kind of conspiracy video out there. Okay, so here, and we'll make his, so I think I'm going to try going with the purple for his nose too. Stylistic choice here, and just everything that's supposed to be black, make it this weird grayish purple color. Oh, he's so cute. Risking getting in trouble at work to shout out Mama Dreamin'. Aw, thanks, fantastic. You're fantastic. All right. Here we go. Let's try this. Our little spooky dude. Okay, okay. It's giving. Whatever that means. It's giving. I was in line for something the other day, and these youngsters, these younger women were in front of me talking about God only knows. And all of a sudden, maybe somebody can enlighten me. I've seen it before. I think it's supposed to emulate a small clap, but they were talking about something, and one of the girls got really excited and with agreement and started going like was doing this. What does that mean? I think it means like small clap, right? Like, yeah, like she wasn't even saying I agree. She just, you could tell by her facial expression and her body language, whatever her friend said, she was like, what does that mean? I'm assuming it's small clap, but it could totally mean, yep, she's a yapper, or crocodiles go hard. I don't know. I don't know what this exactly means. I probably have to ask Nomi. Nomi is our registered slang interpreter. So, although Joe helped me with some recent slang about Ohio and skibbity, things like this. So, Anyway. Yuck, kids are weird nowadays. I don't know. I mean, it means they're brain damaged. Oh no, it's just current day stuff. Come on. It doesn't mean that they're gross or dumb. We just don't get it. That's all. Wow. Coming in with the rage this morning. We're going to give this guy his little snaggle tooth. I might move it over a little bit. Oh, hang on. I need to put it outside of his ghosty woasty outfit. There we go. Just one snaggletooth, because you know when your teeth grow in, they never grow in exactly at the right time, right? So he's just a late bloomer with his little tooth there. You ever seen those people with their teeth that are growing up in their gums? It's really weird. I had a couple of friends that were like that, and eventually they had to get the braces. And I'm like, well, how do you get them down? It just looked so weird to have braces on the teeth that were up here. And they're like, well, you have to basically shift these teeth over so that you can force this one down. And I'm like, dear God, that sounds painful. Maybe just, I don't know. I used to call them vampires. Hey, Ralentia Drawing says Tabitha puppy drawing is cool. Thank you. Every time my nephew says something, I ask him if he is special, but I don't actually use that word. Pickles. I have a 12-year-old son. The worst current day meme is 6'7". What is that? Yes. I saw a reel and somebody was talking about 6'7", and I was with my younger cousins the other day, and they were mentioning this 6'7". Somebody tried to explain what it was, but I forgot because I choose to retain important information. However, I will say that modern day colloquialisms are important to know some of them, so that way, you can kind of understand what people are talking about these days, and that also you don't accidentally be saying something dirty wordy. Of course, you can't help everything. If people are perverted, what you gonna do, I forget how it got fixed. Well, I guess either it fell out, it grew down naturally, or maybe he had braces. Someone explained it to me. What? Someone explained that to me, Mo. It means something like it. What? Someone explained that to me, Mo. It means like it is something or whatever. You mean like it means whatever? It could be used for whatever, like a 6 or a 7. That's so 6 or 7. Or something like that, or 67 or whatever like that. It just means like that's just whatever. It's just whatever. It's just 60. It's just a 60. You mean because like 67 is a boring number, maybe? Like nobody talks about being 67. Maybe that's. Hang on. You know what I'm gonna do? Tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me text Nomi right now. Actually, I'm gonna text Joe and Nomi. We're gonna combine forces. What does 6'7" mean with the kids these days? And if they get back to me, I'll let you guys know. Think of it more of like how old hippies used to say, totally, dude. Yeah, but I mean, I guess totally. What does that even mean? Totally. It means I agree. But according to Google, it means either go away or to reject. Really? That's not the interpretation I heard. Maybe it's open to interpretation. Okay. We got our little guy, but he kind of needs to frowny wound. So maybe now, okay, we're going to go in with this color here. And I'm going to go above the eyes. We're going to clean this up here. Look at us all learning together during the brush hour. Yeah, like he's and now I've taken him from being being nervous to being menacing. I'm okay with that. It's a meme from a Skrilla song. I don't doubt. Haven't heard anything back yet, so we'll find out together, crew, as the day goes along. All right, so I've got everything except for the arms, which are kind of important. So let's do that. Outside of the things, maybe I'll do the jack-o'-lantern first. So now trying to find the right color for the jack-o'-lantern. I'm kind of in the orange family. So if I skedaddle over a little bit, or I could just kind of move it like that. That's pink. Okay. If I just skedaddle over a wee bit, it's pretty close to the colors that I have as far as in the same kind of family with the same kind of contrast. Which I don't think that's the right word I'm supposed to use. But anyway, I'm going to use it. You don't know, but it's not too saturated in color. Let me put it this way. All right. So We're gonna make our little jack-o'-lantern. We can maybe make him with a couple of more little bumps. Make him a little more scary. Like a 6 or 7, but be afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. Coming in with the Yoda jokes. I forget that this design is not meant to be organic. It's not meant to be loose and flowing. So we can do maybe one little hump. Actually, what I'm going to do, we're just going to close this off. We'll do negative space. Oops. All right, a little bit bigger. That's good. Oops, a little bit skinnier here. Moment of silence for the artist. I mean, look, we can't really be too harsh on kids these days. We all had our particular slang growing up. Come on, even in the 40s and stuff like that. What the freak does cat's pajamas even mean? I use it. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. What does that even mean? Have fun in your meeting. Pay attention, Biggles. Okay. Hey, Horny Elf, how are you doing this morning? We are in the process here. Let's go over to the yellow now, and then we're going to go down inside with the gray here. No, that didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do. All right. It's not so bad. And then, all right, we got our little jack-o'-lantern. I don't think I necessarily need to copy the face that I had. So what I'll just do this. And then we are going for the purple again. Actually, maybe I should do that with this. Change this to purple. Everything that's really dark is going to be this purplish color. Let's give that a try. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me today. Be sure to hit the like button, please, as Mike says. I was going to say Magic Mike. Epic Mike. He is pretty magical. Don't tell him I said that. All right. How about we do one of this little face here. And then a slightly askew smaller one. Let's have a little fun with our little jack-o'-lantern. How many of you are carving pumpkins or painting pumpkins this year? I have already carved a pumpkin, but it was not for Halloween. It was for making homemade pumpkin spice. And I need to try that today. And I've also gotten the ramifications of doing, homemade things with the oven. Yeah, that's going to leave a beautiful scar. I do also have a scar on my arm right here from making homemade funnel cake. And, I'm not a big pumpkin seed person. I know I wasted the pumpkin seeds, but I just don't. So yeah, this one I was hoping, because I got it under the water and everything as quickly as I could. It was not on for very long, but I did have the oven at 400 degrees. So when I touch the edge of my cookie sheet, but it kind of looks like I've been in a Twilight movie, so I'm okay with that. Rolling chairs, how are you? They're just a lot of work. Like there's so much effort for so little reward. Okay, this is how I see it. All right, and then we've got. Let's see. Here we go. What kind of nose we got? And then there's this. And then the mouth. Let's do maybe like a buck-toothed. I got to do negative space here. Still no word from Nomi and them. It's like they're at work or something. And that's just so annoying when I need them during these times. You know, it's a little bit selfish in my opinion. You know, your friends are supposed to be there for you, and then they have the audacity to use like the whole excuse of, well, I got taxes to pay, I've got bills to pay, food to eat. Come on. Come on, man. Did I do this right? I did not. I did this reversed. See, this is why I don't do pumpkin carving. Hang on. I did this reversed. Hang on. All right. I did this reversed. This is what I was supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, look at me. Mando, is this one of your relatives? Sorry. Okay, and then I'm using this thing as, again, a reference. So then we go to the yellow family over here. And this is like bright yellowish. So we're going to go here, go over to the yellows. They're ignoring this text like a fool. That's right. My friends, they don't really care about me. They just care about their own personal lives. Yeah, funnel cake scars, battle scars, and what is it? Nomi flashbacks. I have those all the time. Yeah. I think pumpkin spice is overrated. I like it for the season. I do think that the whole Starbucks pumpkin spice latte thing is over dramatized, but I enjoy pumpkin spice in the fall. It just, the spices go with the cool weather. Now I have to convince myself that it's fall because I live in Florida, but it's good. I haven't even tried my pumpkin spice homemade syrup. If you follow me over on Twitter, I will post an update. I will let you all know, was it worth it? Was my sacrifice worth it? And then I'm going to see, I squozed out all the juice from the syrup, but it had a lot of pulp left over. So then I kept the pumpkin puree to see if maybe I could make some kind of whipped pumpkin butter. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. An accidental pumpkin patch grew in my backyard. Not sure if the prior owners planted them or not, but we're making 100% make good use of that. What? What's everyone's favorite Halloween movie? I need some to watch. Rolling Chairs. If you enjoy Halloween films, let me know what are some good family-friendly ones. Tabitha likes a good thrill or a good funny haha. I don't like scary things. I did watch, because I saw the Monday Hangover. They did Arachnophobia, and I gave it. I of course, before any movie I ever watch now, I go to IMDb. What is it rated for? I go to the parents' guide, because Tabitha just doesn't do a lot of different things. It's just personal convictions that I don't want to watch movies that have this, and this in it. So I was like, but I also don't like scary movies, but I kind of like the idea of the thrill. So I need to, there's like this weird balance I find myself. And I didn't mind Arachnophobia because, much like Jaws, while they're scary and trippy, it just basically confirmed the fears that I already have, right? Like when I was done watching Arachnophobia, after I walked away from my TV, I kind of felt the heebie-jeebies, but I wasn't terrified. It was also an older movie, so it was just kind of, funny. Oh, Vietnam. Oh, I thought you meant no. Sorry. Apple cinnamon is a superior fall flavor. I agree. You can't stand pumpkin pie anymore. I only like it, during the fall season, which is supposed to be how it is. The Halloween from 1970 is family friendly, all about the fun of the season. You mean the one where Michael Myers goes around killing people? Like, doesn't he strangle a dog in that movie? And don't two of the women have their upper assets revealed? Try to keep my channel family friendly. Is that what goes for family friendly in 1978? Any Disney Halloween movie, if scary stuff has, it was a unique movie to be sure. Yeah, Arachnophobia. I appreciate the dedication. I couldn't see, this is where I was at with that movie. Creepy, of course, spiders everywhere, but it was a simple movie, but I couldn't help but laugh at some of the stuff because, like, spoiler, if you haven't seen Arachnophobia, there's like the main hive, the main nest where the evil queen is living. And one of the guys goes in there knowing that it's deadly, knowing that this is the hive, right? And literally is taunting the queen to come out and come kill him. And he goes in there by himself, knowing that these are some of the most poisonous venomous spiders that have been created because they're a smurging of some things. And then he dies, and the thing, like, the puppet, like, launches. That was funny. It was just because it's, like, so stupid. It actually goes under horror comedy. Now, wasn't there a horror comedy? It's not Scream, a scary movie. Is that funny? Haha, like kind of scary, but parody wise. Oh, it was the king that got him? I thought it was the female, that they said there was one female that was the... Wait! We've got an update. I watched Frankenweenie. Maybe I should watch Frankenweenie. It's a funny parody. I have to see what kind of language and adult themes are in it. We have an update from Narmi. I said, what does 6-7 mean with the kids these days? She says it means nothing. The story behind that is LaMelo Ball, who is 6'7", and his jersey number is 67. This sounds now familiar with my little cousins, that it's kind of like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It doesn't mean anything. It's something to say when you have nothing to say. And I think I remember my little cousin telling me, which she's a teenager. I say little cousin. She's a full-fledged driving teenager. And she said, it doesn't mean anything. It's something that you just say. So it's our modern day Mary Poppins term. So, Nomi's right. Don't tell her that, Larry. Larry, you can't say stuff like that on the internet. Gosh. Wow. All right, this is a nice yellow. Let's see. Oh, I didn't give him any little bumpies. Well, we can change that. So how about we do a bumpy here? We do a bumpy there. Larry be throwing out the cuss words out here. Nomi was right. What are you doing, Larry? Oh, this is not working. Okay. I'm just going to draw a pumpkin the way that I would draw a pumpkin. And then what I'll do is go back into here, get my this. Give our pumpkin some little bumpies. It's kind of how it's supposed to be. Oh, and then, so only certain things are outlined. Fascinating. Okay, so we're just learning on the go. I'm just trying to copy the art style for those that are just might be popping in. I'm trying to copy somebody else's art style, which is very commonplace these days, and just mix it with my own drawing. So then I go back in with the yellow, and for some reason, which I wouldn't mind brightening this a little bit. Doesn't make much of a difference, but it does to Tabitha. Here we go. Okay, and then this person, for whatever particular reason, so it's almost like they reverse maybe the the idea of outlines, that instead of outlining it with black, you outline with a highlight, which that looks pretty cool and very close to that. Mando, I thought we was friends. I'm only 23 and all these weird trends already make me feel it will rolling chairs. 100% it will. Look, I'm not old, okay? I'm in my 30s, which they say 30 is the new 20 now, but with money. I am not old, okay? But yeah, when you get to a certain point when you don't understand what young people are talking about, and then they look at you like, you don't know what 6'7" means, it hits. Like, and that and it's when it really hits you that you are out of touch is when you realize you don't really care and you think it's stupid. That's the moment when you realize you're old. You're not old, but you feel old for sure. Narmi was somewhat Narmi was somewhat tangentially some words that I might know how to say, but if I read them, a small bit in the vicinity of being almost sort of accurate. Tangent, tangent, tangentia. I get what you're saying. You're right, though. I texted her and told her she was right. Mando, you are such a traitor to the internet. I'm 43. I don't feel old, but I also don't care about trendy sayings because they come and go like clothing fads. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't feel old as far as physically, but like all of a sudden I realize like I'm old in the sense of like the psychological aspect of I'm too mature for this crap. Thank you. Tangentially. I don't know if I've ever properly said that in my life. Thank you, NK Analyst, for keeping it real, keeping me honest. I'm a chaos goblin. Of course you are. She's a loot goblin. I don't know if this part was meant. I don't think that part needs to be. This is like probably not part of the details that I need to be focusing on, but I figure if we finish off the pumpkin, then I could. I think that if I were doing this, no, I don't think. I know if I were doing this in the style that I typically do, we would have been done by now because it wouldn't have been hard. But since we are learning something new, class, it takes us a wee bit. Maybe if I make the lines. Oh, my arm got caught on. I need to get one of those paper-like surfaces for my iPad. I think that would help me with my line work because it sucks. Working on glass sucks. It really does. The glass of the iPad, when you don't have any resistance, you just slide everywhere and you have to do it over again. And I should make that an investment because that's what I do now and it's part of like my workflow, it actually slows down my workflow. So I need to look for that. And it makes me frustrated because it's like, oh, I almost had a perfect line, but then it slid off. It's just also awful. I write as a hobby and read a dictionary and thesaurus to expand my vocabulary. I know a lot of words. I used to read the thesaurus. Actually, the thesaurus was better for me than the dictionary because sometimes the definitions of words are more confusing when you're trying to understand a word. So what I would often do, if I just couldn't quite understand what the dictionary was telling me a word meant, I would look for, number one, I would look for the synonym or multiple synonyms and then look for the example of the word in a sentence. That was how I learned better. I don't think that's a good sentence right there. It's not a proper sentence. But that was how I would learn things better. That's how I would learn words better, was through thesaurus versus dictionary. All right, we have a happy little, well, I say happy. We have one of Mando's relatives right here. Let's get to doing this little doggy's arms. How about using nib covers to provide friction? I thought about that too. I have to see what works best. I guess I'd need to test it out. I have to see how expensive they are. I don't think they're too expensive, but I gotta look. But it's something that I've been wanting for a while, and I I need to do it. And stop complaining and do something. This is your cousin Lenny right there. Dear old cousin Lenny. What a fascinating story. Like a creepy kid story that could be, where jack-o'-lanterns, maybe they're like the spirits of our loved ones and we just don't realize it, you know? That'd be kind of cool. Could do a really creepy story with that. Just saying. Might have to think about that. Okay. So he's got that. We're gonna put a little handle. We'll just make it purple. Keep it simple. Keep it safe. Oh, let's put this underneath the pumpkin just to make it easy on ourselves. Yeah, there we go. Just keep it simple. All right, let's put everything together. Let's look at our ghost layer. Where's it at? There it is. Okay, I think we have. Hang on, let's I'm gonna group this. Oh, it did everything that it. Okay, you're not supposed to be in the group. Okay, there we go. If I get rid of everything, what am I missing? I'm missing arms. It's kind of important. Okay. So let's go back down to our ghost shroud. And then go here for our arms. Which iPad do you have? Can do some looking. I seen one for the Galaxy Tab Ultra I have, but illustrations was one of my weaknesses in college. I'm using the iPad Pro. That's what I'd be using. It's really great. It's really great. It's also I used to be an Android person, but I then was convinced to get an Apple phone, and I will say that it's been really great. Being able, so like when I'm in contact with people on the go and whatnot, that I can easily take my images from Procreate and do not airlift. What's it called? Whatever it's called. Directly send it to my phone so I can keep up to date with my clients and different things like that. It makes it really easy. But oh no, look, she coming here hot with her freaking pumpkin spice latte. Like a fool. When I try to say the word synonym, it comes out sounding like cinnamon. Of course it does. You should have a big bowl of synonyms every morning. It's 8 a.m. and there's an armless spooky. Yep. I used to love my Android, but it's been a couple of years since I had it. I loved my Android, but I wanted to see what the hubbub was about. I wanted to be like the cool kids. And there are a lot of great features. Plus, I was using the camera a lot. There was just really cool. What size iPad Pro? I want to say the 12 inches. The big one. The big one. Oh, hey, Alasia. He is pretty cute. AirDrop. Thank you. Thank you, Narmi. Yeah, AirDrop is nice, especially if you're with, other people. Yeah, you could text and stuff like that, but the AirDrop feature is really great. You're jealous that you don't have a pumpkin spice latte. I don't have a pumpkin spice latte, but I made, look at the scars, Nomi. Be proud of me. I made homemade pumpkin spice, and this is what I got out of it. A beautiful Edward Cullen scar. Okay, I might want to do this on a separate layer. So here we go. We're just gonna, I think we'll just keep the arms really, really simple. And we're just gonna, I can't really, hang on. I can't really know what that looks like without the shading. I want them to be cutesy. They kind of need to be cutesy. They kind of need to be doggy. It's complicated. All right, we're duplicating, we're flipping, we're moving. And then we're going to make the shroud at full opacity to see if this looks okay. And it does. This is without any shading and things like that. So, you like collecting scars from inanimate objects? I do. I was showing everybody I was also showing my scar from my homemade funnel cake incident. That was great. I don't like pumpkin spice. The gingerbread latte in the winter is my jam from Starbucks. I've tried the pecan one. Yeah, I liked so one that I really liked last year. I'm not an alternative milk person, but the spiced, it was like brown sugar spiced oat milk espresso, whatever it was called. I really liked that one. It was actually one of my favorite ones. And then there was an apple one that I was surprised I really liked, because you would think that the tartness of the apple wouldn't, it was green apple latte or something like that. You wouldn't think that would work, but it actually was really, really good. Now, again, like I always tell people, I don't go to Starbucks for a real cup of coffee. I go there for the fun. Okay. But I like pumpkin spice. Like, I remember, if you are an OG person of the channel, a couple of years ago, my friends and I went around town at local coffee shops trying pumpkin spiced latte, freshly made pumpkin spice latte. And then at the end of it, compared it to Starbucks. And we did the same thing with peppermint mint during Christmas season. Super fun. I like pumpkin spice, but Starbucks doesn't do a really great pumpkin spice. It's a fun drink. I enjoy it. It is comforting. But if I wanted a real pumpkin spice latte, you go to the hippie joints, man, because they make it fresh spices. So good. Heavy spiced chai latte gal. I remember you going around to different kashi. Yeah. Okay, so I think we have our character. Now, his ear is bent in the corner. I like that. Kind of give him our little our weir wawa is what we're calling him over here. He's a chihuahua that turns into a werewolf. He's a weir wawa. I don't like Starbucks, but people and coworkers give me gift cards. Might as well enjoy my stuff. I mean, know me, you've got a friend on the East Coast that could help you out. If you want to donate to charity, I'll send you my address. They don't love me because I'm always like, can you make this drink but with black tea? I hate coffee. They always get all confused. Yeah. Well, I think, you say it shouldn't be that hard. I think it's not that it's hard, but it's like, because when you go to Starbucks, most people get coffee. And so the mindset is already predetermined, is already predetermined that everybody wants coffee. So when you have somebody that comes in and messes up the sequentialness of everybody's order, they're like, wait, tea? How do I make this with tea? It shouldn't be that hard, but yeah. I go to my local coffee shops. Yeah. If I go to Starbucks, it's because I'm at a theme park or the airport most of the time. Or sometimes I just want something sweet. Like, I might, if I'm visiting family and we go to Starbucks and get like a frappuccino together, it's fun. But like I said, I don't go to Starbucks for a fresh cup of coffee, like a real cup of coffee. Nomi. Well, she's right. A+. Nomi, what does this mean? You're here. What does this mean? The kids are doing it these days. I was telling a story of how the youths were in front of me, and it seems like it is an acknowledgement with emphasis, an agreement. So these girls were in front of me, and one of them was talking about whatever, and her friend looked at her, and she was like, so I have to just deduce that this means, girl, I agree, say less. Just curious. Is this a new form of sign language? What is this? Here in Florida, coffee shop that I highly recommend is Cafe of the Soul. There's a couple of them around town. All right. Hang on, Nomi. No problem. You can join me for the brush hour. I guess. Now we can have somebody tell us, where are you? We don't really talk here anymore, so. There we go. We can have a professional come onto the channel and tell us why they pretending they were at a poetry slam. I know, right? The snaps I get, but this wasn't snapping, Alasia. This was just tapping, like little malls going up and down like this. Just very nice. One day I would like to have a fancy coffee machine. I'm gonna make y'all some good coffee at MegaCon if I'm able to go. You better. Yeah, they were doing this. All right, so here we go. Oh, I need to get this ready. All right, so I think, let me get rid of everything. I think I have everything that I need. So what I can do is get rid of this background now. And then I'm going to shift everything, I think, over a little bit. Maybe shrink him a little bit. They were very special. I don't think it was that they were special. It's just something new that the kids do. I've seen it before. And I think it's a sign of agreement. You know, I mean, guys, we do the thumbs up. And if you know where the thumbs up comes from, you kind of be like, why are we using this horrible hand gesture? I'm just saying, if you think about it, if you know the history of the thumbs up. Well, you are, Mando. Don't you know? Don't you know that once you're past 25, you're old? I'm not looking forward to the preteen and teenage years. I've already been there with my little sister, and they weren't fun. Some stuff I think is funny, though. Yep, I made the right choice not to get certified as a teacher. My sanity could not handle. But see, as a teacher, you would learn it. Like, you would be down with the sickness, you know? You'd be up to date, up to speed. Right, forever young. Nomi, where are you? So, okay, we've got our gray background here. I might lighten this just a wee bit. All right, we've got our character. Now it's time to learn to shade this. So I'm going to open up this. We're going to find our ghost layer. I'm going to create a clipping mask. Why, you ask? I'll never tell. No, let's see here. So then I get... Oh, whoops. Let me clear this. You know what? I kind of doubt that Danny pays that much attention to what the new kids are saying. She's raising her kids and she pays attention to her children, but I have a feeling the slang she doesn't care about. Each generation makes up words and gestures to try and create their own culture, exclude previous generations, and convince themselves they're smarter than they were. Smarter than they are when others don't know the meaning. 100%. 100%. I concur. Hello. Oh, okay. Hang on, Nomi. I have this specifically made so that... Hang on. Here we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can the chat hear you? Because I can hear you.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if the chat can hear me. But I'm here to assist because I am somewhat knowledgeable in today's memes.
You are. You are very much the slang person that I go to. You and Joe.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes Joe surprises me. Like, how do you know that?
Yes, because Joe doesn't seem to really care about the slang. So
Yeah.
enlighten us, Narmi.
Okay.
What does the little snappy fingers mean?
So little snappy fingers usually mean like, oh, I agree with you, or like period. Like period,
which was
with a
another
T.
form, the period. Yes. I remember hearing that when we were in Texas together. And then lady...
Oh, yeah, when we went to go get your nails done.
My emergency nail thing. And
Yeah.
I kept saying stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, we do YouTube and everything. And she was like, period. And I'm like, why is she saying that? What does that mean?
That's right. You're like, what does she mean?
What does that mean? I don't like this.
I was like, oh, no, she's just agreeing with you.
So, okay. So I was correct in my assumption that it was a form of agreement. Okay.
Yeah, it's some sort of agreement, and then I kind of caught myself doing it because I picked up the bad habit of doing it. It's not snapping, but just kind of, oh, if only if I was on camera, but I would just kind of
Mhm.
like have my arms up, like folded up towards my chest, and then like kind of flicker my fingers and just kind of put them in a fist, like, yes, I agree with you.
Like this?
Not crossed, but side to side, but not like not like jazzing my fingers, just like because like once I flicker my
You
fingers
do
and then I
this.
stop.
Is it like this?
Oh, your
I've seen.
camera's too small. I
Okay.
can't see.
All right. Hang on. You do this sometimes. Like I'm. Like you kind of do something like this sometimes.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Well, Nomi keeps up with the chillin',
Yeah, I keep up with
the
the.
children.
I keeps it real. That's the best way to describe it. I keep up with what the kids are saying these days.
I don't
I
have the.
thought it was weird when you text me like, "What does 6'7" mean?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure I told you this a few weeks ago."
I
But
know, I know. It came up in the chat and I couldn't remember. And my cousins, my younger cousins, were explaining it to me the other week, and I was like, I don't remember what this means.
yeah,
There's a significance to this that I'm not. That's it's hiding itself from me. New slang with Nomi. That's right. It's a new series. Did you draw Nomi's profile picture? I did not, but she used AI.
did I use AI?
Pretty
Oh.
sure. I'm too old for their ish. If I look, Cavatino's even using slang, their ish. If I have children, I will be forced to deal with it. Until then, I will treasure my sanity. I think also as we get older, we definitely get more crotchety because we can't relate with what they're talking about. And kind of like what Icanalist was saying, like we think that our slang was the best. Because it relates to us and our time frame, and we just kind of think what the children be saying these days is just stupid. That's kind of a sign of aging too. It's like it's funny with the different age groups because like the younger kids, like Icanalist was saying, they want to create their own slang so that they're set apart from the previous generation. And the previous generation was just like, all these kids are stupid because they're using stupid slang. I was having that argument with some family members. I'm like, yeah, okay, but back when you were younger, or even when my grandmother was younger, people were saying the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees. What does that even mean? Gnarly, radical, tubular, right on. Like, what does this mean?
Gnarly, radical.
But like, we got used to it.
The way you just said it too, gnarly, radical. It's an old song that I remember. I think I was like fresh out of high school, maybe. But that song's becoming popular again. It's like, oh, don't let that song become popular again because that girl got sued up her butt for using intellectual properties names without permission.
What was it?
It's a song by an artist. She's no longer like an artist because one, she got sued. Her
Oh
name was
my.
Krayshawn, and oh my god, I forgot what the title was called, but it's like one big room full of bad witches because it's the Halloween season.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's the Halloween spirit. One big room full of bad witches, and then she'll say like products like Gucci, Prada, Fendi, like Gucci, Fendi, Prada, all the other.
Which is
Yeah, well, it's a song. It's she's saying like luxury brand names: Gucci,
okay.
Fendi, Prada. Um, and then there's one part in the song that goes to the bridge like gnarly, radical. Um, yeah, and then she talk. I can't really say because this is your channel and I want to be respectful, but
Appreciate it.
she talks about drogas, and then
The
she's like,
pharmaceuticals. Okay.
yeah, and then she's like, call me if you need a boost, call me if you need a lift, and then she'll like insult someone. She's like, girl, you're not a Barbie. I see you work at Arby's. Number two, supersize. Hurry up, I'm starving.
These songs.
I know. Well, that's a song that came out when I was like literally fresh out of high school, and it's becoming popular again. I was like, oh no, the kids found out about the song.
The kids found out about it. Oh no, they've unsealed the vault.
And I was like, oh, I love this song, but now I'm like, why did you bring it back to life? Because I know like part of her agreement is every radio station that's out there that plays her song, she would have to pay the penalty of using the names without permission. And now that it's becoming popular again and that we have social media, so this girl is gonna get rolled
Oh
over again.
my goodness. Yeah, we are in such a funny phase where I think I've mentioned this before with like Celine Dion and all of them, where it's like how much residual income are they making whenever, their songs go viral again for the dumbest memes, because they use her Titanic song, for the most dramatic reels on Instagram and Dion, like, look, love her, legendary, but like she hasn't been relevant for a very long time. But all of a sudden, out of the woodworks, everybody's using Celine Dion, and I just kind of wonder how much income do these artists make whenever one of these songs suddenly becomes popular, kind of like that Chinese song that's all over the internet. Hey, wow, wow.
Oh yeah.
That song was it was a Taiwanese, or it was a song made for a Taiwanese TV show back in like the 70s or the 80s. Nobody knows who this guy is. Nobody cares, but now everybody knows, and I wonder if he gets a part of the pie because people are now using his song again. I don't know. I wonder about these things.
Mm,
I like this
yeah.
shadow work. I think this works well for this. I like it.
It looks good. It's coming to life, especially with the shadows.
It speaks to me. I likes it. I was gonna be like, why aren't you at work? But I remember it's Columbia's Day. It's Cristobal Colon Day.
No. Oh
Isn't it?
wait, it's October. Yeah, we're still October. Yes. Yes, you're right.
I was like, I never keep track of these days, and now you're telling me I'm wrong? Crap.
Well, because I was thinking we were already in November. I was like, no, it's Veterans Day. We're not in November.
No, please, not yet. Not yet. Slow down, Nomi.
I know.
Not
That's
yet.
why I was like, wait, are we? Oh.
The chat was severely disappointed that there's no couples therapy tonight.
I am busy tonight.
Mhm.
Not because
Not because
I
she
have.
doesn't love me anymore.
I know I do love you. It's just more of this one's kind of like a pressing matter
Yeah.
for tonight. Yeah, I would trust me if I had the time. I would be like, yes. And if I had my resources, I probably would have.
Mm-hmm.
But my resources are hours away from
Elsewhere.
me.
They're elsewhere. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So what do you think of my little weird wawa?
Guawa.
Is a weird wawa.
Weird Wawa.
What
With
that
a
means?
little ghosty blanket over it.
It's a werewolf chihuahua. It's a chihuahua that turns into a werewolf, but it's his first Halloween and he's going as a ghost. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. My weird wawa.
I like his ears. He got the big earsness of it. It could be like a little teacup chihuahua that turns into a werewolf. Because
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Them little teacups can be much terrors.
100%. Let me see. I bent his ear. I'm trying to see how I did that. Let me get rid of this. What do you have planned for your day?
I might go thrift store shopping.
Ooh, thrift store shopping.
Yes. I
Nice.
do have to I have to go see a package or go get a little package. Mainly, not see, but like,
Sorry.
no, it's
I'm
okay.
being a child. I know. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm being.
Okay, Tabitha. I'm trying to be family friendly, and you're over here like,
know. Well,
package.
Mo said you bring the worst out of me. So
Does he really? Does Mo say that?
if I go back in the archives, that's what he said. Yeah. Yep. You can.
We've talked about this before, Tabitha. I think Mo is the main reason why you and I had stopped couples therapy.
I wouldn't doubt it. Mo strikes me as the kind of person who doesn't respect other people's, therapy. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. 100%. Mo, if you're out there, know he's coming for you.
I am. I am.
Well, what exactly makes you say that though? Like, I just agreed with you because I wanted to sound cool. But what makes you say that Mo is the reason we're just not as together as we should be?
Remember when you were playing Fortnite and then communication was like harder than usual because of Mo, and
Yeah. Okay. Now I get. It's true.
and then I'm like, wait, Mo, this is what I literally just said. This is what Tabitha literally just said. Oh yeah, okay, whatever. And then we
Oh
started
yeah,
yelling
him
at
with
him because
his
I'm like,
fancy like military word usage, and it was like, Mo, I don't know. Like I said, I need ammo. He's like, what kind? Like, I don't know.
oh yeah, he did say that. I'm like, well, you need to tell
I'm
us what ammo you need.
like, I don't know what it's called. I just, you know, you and I, we understand if we need ammo, it just means we need to look for ammo. We don't specify which kind.
We don't
Maybe
need a 50 caliber round.
Well, I just
We
feel like
need ammo.
I always need ammo. I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm using a shotgun or if I'm using, you know, some kind of pistol. It's just like, I don't know. Plus the fact that they change the weapons so frequently that it's like I can't keep track with all these names. I don't know. I don't know. Today's guest is Nomi in undisclosed location. That's right. So Mando says, so I don't cause you both to go to therapy. I need to do better. Well,
Oh,
you know, we can't all, you know, be fancy. We can't all be the reason somebody goes to therapy, unfortunately. So, but maybe one day you too could be the reason someone goes to therapy. Uh, let's see. Oh, I think that cut off the little sliver. I think that makes it work. I don't know. You're right. Maybe Mo. I will say it is interesting. I got nervous when we started playing Fortnite with other people because we, you know, when you play with certain people for a long time, you have a system in place. You understand each other, what you're trying to say, what you mean, all this, that, and the third. And so when you play with other people who have also played with other people, they have their own word usage and understanding and comprehension. So when we play with Mo, I'm like, oh no, he's used to playing with people like Jeremy and Jay, and they use and Beardo, and they use all these terms that, you know, are pretty typical, like military stuff on me and you got my 6 and I know what that means, but we don't talk like that when we play.
no, we don't.
So
We're just like, hey, come over here. And they were like, well, define over here. Like, here, I just marked it.
well, I will say that that is definitely something that I'm like, okay, use the compass. And when you say over here, I don't know where that is. It's like, are you in the north? Are you in the south? Tell me I'm over by the van. I don't know. Some form of location identity would be nice. But we're working on it. We're
We
working
are.
on it. We're
Our
working on
communication's gotten better.
it. You know, still hasn't gotten the best with Sevi because she's one of the worst ones when she's like, over here, I'm over here. Okay. Where is over here?
I know Sevi, I'm like, you need to tag it. And then she's like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's
This one. I'm like, okay,
so
Sevi.
funny. So funny. I love playing games with our friends. We have good times. The best of times. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Let's see. All right, we're trying to be a little scrawly-ish with our eye color here. I don't want it to be too perfect. Oh, I think he's cute, though.
Cute dog.
I think he's pretty cute. Let me get rid of the original drawing here. Ah, he's very cell shaded. It's different than what I'm used to, but I likes it. I have to say his hands definitely need some love. They need some attention. We are going a little longer in the brush hour, but that's because we are surprisingly gifted by the presence of Narmi.
Hello.
So, you know. All right, let's see. I don't want to go too heavy here, but there needs to be a difference between. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. Kind of sweet. We're waiting for Haunted Paws. Have you heard any update on that?
No, I haven't even. No.
The nerve of these indie companies that don't have millions of dollars to make their games come out faster. Gets on my nerves. Okay. And then, all right, we're just gonna go up. Let's see. Nope, that was a mistake. I'm gonna go here and make another layer. Make another. I don't know. Does that work? Yeah, it works. My training is ingrained into my language. Translating to civilian would be challenging. Oh.
Mhm.
See, this is why I don't play fork knife anymore. What? Because people, Mando? What a terrible excuse.
Yeah, terrible.
What a
Terrible.
terrible excuse. You don't want to spend quality time with Nomi and I because people?
Because we're fun.
Wow. Wow. So what a terrible, terrible reason. You're just telling us that we suck. Wow. It's pretty harsh, Mando. Pretty harsh. Let's see. I do need to give him a little bit of a furrowed brow. Have you been doing any of the artworks lately?
No, not yet. Hold on. So where I'm at, there's a little doggy. I was about to yell at him. I was gonna apologize. Like if you hear me yelling, I'm sorry because he just opened a little closet
Oh.
that leads to the dog food.
Is he a weir wawa too?
Well, he's a pain in my butt.
Ah.
That's what he is.
Poor little guy. Don't let him talk. Nomi, don't let Nomi talk to you like that.
No, he did. No, I woke up, and that's why I didn't watch Brush Hour right away. There is remnants of what was a box of butter and wrapping of butter all over the floor.
Oh.
And I look over and I
was
see
hungry.
one of the doggies just staring at me. It's like, it was you.
Hey, you don't know. J'accuse.
No, one of them will show the guilt. He'll like start
Oh.
tilting his head away. Like,
Yes.
it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
I
I was like, it
swear.
was you.
Oh my goodness. Mando says, I'm so bad at that game, it's sad. I don't want to bring the team down. Well, we don't get better unless we fail sometimes.
Mando, if I remember correctly, you're the one who are actually like better than me and Tabitha.
Yeah, I don't like to admit that, but it's 100% true. iCanalist for $5 says, regarding Narmi being right earlier, let's not forget she betrayed the science for ice cream. That's 100% true.
Today is Friday.
When did I betray science for ice cream?
Today is Friday.
Also,
She wants to know when she betrayed the science for ice cream, as if she doesn't know how she died like a fool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Thank you, iCanalist, for the 5. Yes, Nomi died for the science. She said she died for the science, but she didn't. She said she was going out for ice cream, but she died. No. No.
Did I send you that meme last night where it says
I was dead to the world last night. I saw that when I woke up this morning that you had sent me several reels. I have not looked at all of them.
where it says like, when I donate my body to science, the scientists are gonna be like, wow, I don't want this.
No, I didn't. I don't want it. This isn't the science we asked for. That's terrible. Yes, she was, Larry. Narmi was wrong for that, like a fool. Like a fool! That's right. Jonathan, the artistic adventurers is... Wait, where? I was so good, God said, get nerfed. That's right. That's right. Let's see. Where are the doggy's feet? Uh-oh, I lost his feet.
And
Oh,
then
there
look at Amanda where she says, I'll defend Nomi on this one. Ice cream is worth it. That's right. Ice cream is worth it.
Mando,
Science
you
is
don't
nothing
even
but
know.
bunch of hullabaloo. The
You don't
Lord, God is our creator. And God created
bring
man
God
in
into
his
this.
image, and man created ice cream.
Okay, God told us to use our brains. Don't be bringing God into your foolish nonsense, okay? I bet there's a verse in the Bible that says, "Don't die like a fool for ice cream." That's the NIV version. The KJV is probably a
No,
little different.
I think that's the Message version.
Is that the Message version? Thou shalt not die for ice cream like a fool.
Yeah, that's gonna be like no cap.
No, and there you go with your slang. No cap.
Don't be fooled. Don't be like a fool for ice cream. No cap.
No cap.
Focus on the Lord.
What version is that?
The modern message.
The modern.
the, the 2025 translation.
That's right. Wait. Let me agree with you. In silence. I feel so stupid. No cap. Okay, what is you've explained this to me before, but for some of our viewers out there, what does no cap mean?
No lie.
No lie. No lies detected. Okay, no cap. Where does this come from?
What's the origin?
Yeah, what is the origin
Maybe,
story?
man, I should just go into like university and be a professor. Like, all right, guys, let me tell you about the current slang.
There's a Gen Z Bible. I don't know if I want to read that.
Um,
Let's see.
I'm not sure where the origin came from of that's like no cap or that's cap.
Let's see, what is a creepy house I have? Skyline City. Maybe try that.
In the city. Da, da.
Mm.
It's giving.
Nomi writes the Urban Dictionary confirmed.
Now, if they could pay me like I write the Urban Dictionary.
Let's see. I don't have like building like a cheat thing for buildings. So we gotta maybe we'll just put our weir weenie or our weir wawa in a forest. That sounds like a good idea.
Ooh, excuse me.
Are you tired?
No, I need coffee.
You mean like a pumpkin spiced latte?
Okay, so we're gonna go back to that conversation. No, like now that we're talking about it, is like I don't like pumpkin spice lattes, especially from Starbucks, because it's just chemicals. I can just only
Yeah.
taste chemicals.
Yeah. It's
but,
true.
like,
Every
how-
Starbucks drink at the end of it, I always taste something weird. 100%.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
Starbucks is gross. But when they had their little orange cranberry refresher drink last year, I like that. That was actually really good.
Sometimes they make pretty good stuff. It's not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all the time.
Yeah, not all the time. Sometimes it's always a miss. But so I was thinking about it's like I don't like pumpkin spice lattes, but if like other places will have it, I'll try it. It's not like my go-to drink. There's some I'm like, hey, this actually is really good. And then there's someone's like, yeah, this is nothing but I just taste nothing but
Sugar or
pumpkin puree
artificial-
or
yeah.
like just pure chemicals, corn syrup and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I am definitely a spiced chai, like or mulled wine. Yeah, I can drink all that.
You mean
Or like mulled
mold?
cider, basically. But what? But yeah,
Mules?
like
Sorry.
what? What are you laughing at?
It's pronounced mold, not muled.
Mulled,
Mold.
it's mulled.
Is that because of your Hispanic upbringing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a burrowed
I,
wine.
I have to like who was it the other day? This was like real life. I'm like, wow, no one's ever asked me to like not enunciate these certain words because it comes out naturally for me in Spanish.
Okay.
What was it where I said something and someone's like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, this thing? Like I said it like yeah, I know. I remember.
No.
I remember it was a friend of mine. I was telling about like what I do for like my
A
side
living?
hustle. Well, like my side hustle in real life. And I'm like, oh yeah, this, that, and people can do that with like piñata. I said piñatas, and she's like, what's a
Mm.
piñata? I was like, a piñata? And she's like, yeah. I was like, you
Oh.
grew up in this area. You don't know what a piñata is? She's like, no, I've never heard that. I was like, okay. And I'm like thinking in my mind, like, let me say it the white way, like a
A
pinata.
pinata. Yeah, we say it
And
with
then
like
she's
this
like, "Oh
Y
my
sound.
gosh, yes, you just said it so naturally." I was like, "Because that's how you're supposed to
Right,
pronounce
that's how you're
it."
actually supposed to say that.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Yeah," and then other words here and there. She's like, like you do have like a beautiful way of saying certain words, but like for me, can you say it like the white way? I was like, "Oh, like
What?
tortilla." Yeah,
I mean, I
because
do
like
that
in her
sometimes
mind,
to you for fun, just because I want to hear, since you naturally gravitate to saying it the correct way, obviously with, the Spanish flair to it. I want to know if you're able and how it comes out for you to say it in a standard American way.
yeah, yeah, no, I'm like, okay, I can
But
say
I
it
know what you're talking about.
like tortilla and then tamales.
Yeah. Tamales, yeah.
Yeah, pozole. Um,
Sounds that sounds so painful whenever you do it.
I
It's so
know. So I'm like,
great.
okay, cool, I can do that. But yeah, I thought that was funny. I was like, "Ooh, okay, I can say it the regular way. My regular way is different than your regular way, but whatever." But yeah, it was funny.
I know Mando's like, wait, wait, wait. It's not pronounced muled. I've always pronounced it muled. No, it's mold. Mold.
See, okay, at least I'm not alone in this. Mando's with me on this. Thank you,
By the
Mando.
way, happy birthday to Therian Russian German. Today is my birthday. Could you say happy birthday? Many happy returns of the day. Yeah, it's mold. It's like mold cider. It's not muled cider. It's mold cider. Uh, that's great. The dog looks like he's stoned and not in the biblical way. My dog does my dog look like he's using the pharmaceuticals? No.
The electric lettuce?
Does he really look like he's stoned?
No.
No.
He has little
Okay.
angry eyes, like grr. I'm
Yeah, he's
ready.
supposed to be angry. Angry. That's how my guy is. Yeah, he's angry.
Hmm.
Um Shame on you. All right. I want to do a moon, but I'm trying to figure out where to put the moon so we can see. It's got to be, oh, it should be it should really be a full moon, not a crescent moon, right?
Yeah, a full
Darn.
moon. And make
Got to
it
be.
blood, like a blood moon.
All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna have to do it on a different. We're almost done with this little feller. I just need some stars in my sky, and let's see. I have a where is it at? A luminescent kind of brush. There we go. I use a light pen. See what that looks like. That looks nice. Maybe a little bit. Nomi wants it to be a reddish pen, but I can't have it too saturated, otherwise it won't look right. Yeah, maybe something like that. He looks like he's thinking, "What the frick is that guy doing?" 100%. I'm okay with that because Chihuahuas, they are very cynical doggies. So I feel. Let me see. Let me make this. So we got to do that. And then. Well, and then now I have to like draw this or color this in. Okay. Well, it's not very pointy. So I think I ruined it.
No.
Hang on. One moment while we settle our differences. Yeah. Yeah. That's
That looks like a banana. You're
Well-
adding moss into your drawing?
Of course, moss is in every facet of my life. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. Wow, I didn't know moss had that great of an impact.
He did. He really does. He's changed my life for the better. Sometimes, sometimes it's questionable,
Yeah.
Got to question the science. All right, let's see. I've carved out Damoon.
Damu.
I think it looks okay. I think it's okay if it looks like it's unfilled too, because that way it kind of looks like it's got the craters. So let me get rid of this. We got our moon. I didn't do like a blood moon because I don't want it to take away from our little dog, but I did do it. I don't know if you can see up in the corner. It's kind of got a coral color. So it's the closest to red I think that I could get for this particular moment. So the moon's got to be, let's see, where would the moon be? Up in the corner maybe? Should I flip it?
Yeah, flip it. I was gonna say flip it.
Let's see. Does he look? Oh, let's see. It's kind of hiding. Should it go right here? Where should
Oh
it
no,
go?
then keep it back. I didn't like. Yeah.
Over here, kind of hidden behind the moon, the clouds, kind of like that, just a sneaky peek, and then maybe let me see, may add some stars. Excuse me, and then we can determine. All right, where's my Jazza brushes?
Into a classroom.
And then I usually use like his snow brush to make stars. Oh, it's so super. Hang on. Well, now it looks like it's snowing. Okay. And then I could use that same, let's see, there's a brush down here, the luminescent brush. I could put a North Star or star somewhere in here, the flare. I think that's too much. It's kind of taking away from the style that I was initially trying to go for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little too much whimsy, maybe. Exactly. Yokito Taco Bell. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but that's how the commercial said it.
You said it right.
Okay. What does that actually mean, Nomi?
I want Taco Bell.
I like it. I'll allow it. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything. I think one last thing our little pupper needs is a thneed, but I'm going to change this to a little bit of a bluer color. And then where's my airbrush? My airbrush. I think I needed to get a new airbrush before Christmas time because I like to airbrush my cookies and for decoration. And my airbrush broke early this year, last year sometime. Let's see, where's. Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong layer. Okay, whoops. Okay, let's do it above this layer. Okay, it's a little too much. Oh, I kind of wonder. We're now we're getting into the creative part of it all. Let me see here. Moment of silence for the artist. Here we go. I feel like that takes away from our doggy, so it would be kind of cool to have a glowing element to it, but it's not. All right, one last thingy to complete the dog. We don't have any catch lights.
Oh, I just excuse me. I just looked up that song that I told you about, and so it wasn't right. It came out. My gosh, my throat.
We all have Zemarning Flam.
It came out in 2011.
Okay.
And I'm so dumb. I was like, I can't remember what the title of the song is called. The song is literally called Gucci Gucci.
I've never heard of this song. Yeah.
I mean, you're not missing out on it, like live or anything.
It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is, guys. There's our Weirwa, or our Weirwawa. All right, let's sign this bad boy. Oops. Where's my eyedropper tool? There we are. We're gonna sign it over there. Let's get our technical pen. Gucci Gucci. I know that was something that the kids were kind of saying too. It's Gucci, meaning it's good. It's I don't know. It's
Yeah, no, like Gucci means you're good to go. Like we're all good.
All right. Hey, Freddie, are you late? Yes, you 100% are because we're closing down. But here is my newest Inktober creation, trying to do it in a different style. And I really like this. I think this is going to be beneficial for a project that I'm going to be announcing to you guys in the month of November. Oh, interesting. StreamYard added a notes feature. That's super helpful. That'd be cool. But yes, in the month of November, I'm going to be combining some things, the creativity of Inktober with the creativity of November. Some people might not know necessarily what happens in November, so if you stick around to the channel, you will find out. Please subscribe to the channel. Nomi, thank you for joining us.
Of course. I'm happy to hang out. Thanks for letting me hang out.
Freddie says, okay, leaving some love for you, Tabitha. You're very great. And Freddie, are you feeling better? Hope you're feeling better. You were kind of sick the other day. Tabitha, thank you for streaming today. It's always a pleasure to watch you create. Oh, go on. Thank you. I will be playing games tonight. The pinned comment should be having my YouTube gaming channel. If not, you can follow me over on the Kick side. I will go ahead and copy that and paste that into the chat as well. Follow me either over on Kick or on the YouTube side. Playing some spooky games tonight. I don't know quite which one just yet, but then tomorrow we're doing Golf with Your Friends tournament. Craziness, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best time. But I'm going to get to work on some commission pieces. Like I have stated before, I am closed up shop for the month of October. But if you're interested, maybe for some Christmas presents or for your own personal customization for your channel, or maybe some book art, or maybe you want to have some t-shirts made with a character specifically for you, hit me up at dreamingtabitha@gmail.com. I currently don't have like a professional website or anything like that where you can just reach out to me. It's just easier if you're just direct for right now. dreamingtabitha@gmail.com. You can own one of these masterful pieces that Tabitha has worked so hard to get to where she's at. Yeah, and I've got a couple of pieces of merch in my store. We're going to be adding some more to it here in the future. I really like my little doggy. He turned out pretty cute. Love him very much. I don't know what his name should be. I don't know what is a good name for a Weir Wawa. Roscoe, Howard, something like that. Time to do a Danny raid. Oh man, you're gonna make me go into the. I have to figure out how to do that. Oh, I guess it's a good idea. I guess it gives me some good practice, but it's kind of hard. Let's see. Let's learn with Tabitha.
We're gonna be here for a while, guys.
I know. Settings. User management? No. Nomi kind of, not Nomi, Sevi kind of walked me through some of this stuff, but now it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know where everything is. Why do people want stuff from me? You know, this is a good question to ask. You know, what is it? I don't know where it's at, guys. And I'll learn. I'll learn, but it makes it really, really hard. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, do I have to? Nomi, what do you have going on in your life while I'm doing this?
Well, like I said, I'm gonna go thrift store shopping later on. I'm definitely gonna get coffee before I go to the thrift stores and shoppings and stuff. I should be back to play golf tomorrow with y'all.
Oh,
If
really?
if it allows it. I do have things already set up at my house before I stepped away. I'm going to be doing crafting corners.
Oh,
So, yeah, I'm going to be doing my little sewing machine. I have a little camera set up where you can see me what I'm sewing. And then since it's what would you call it? I mean, it is fall, but where I'm at, it's not fall. In Texas, it's
yeah.
we don't get fall until
I know I'm wearing
December.
like a long sleeve shirt with like a Nightmare Before Christmas. By the way, I made this. Yes, I did.
Eh.
But I literally saw a woman wearing a tank top and shorts walking early this morning. So it's hot outside.
It's funny because Saturday I went to some event and people are dressed folly, including my sister. I was like, it's gonna be like 89
Yeah,
when the sun comes out. She's like, yeah, I'll be fine. And then she's like, I'm dying.
100% ready.
Like, yeah, I'm wearing a dress because we don't get fall weather until, like I said, late November or December. Um, so I might even go to the pool. I don't know.
It's nice though, right? It's
It
nice.
is nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think the pool's right here. I might just go and do it.
Just
Uh,
do it. Yes, I should be doing that too, but I haven't, like a fool.
mhm. Like a fool. What else? What else can I do? What else do I have? Oh, that's right. Well, it's like, well, it's a fall, but seeing that it is fall, I will be playing the Lord of the Rings games.
It's a good choice. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, we might have to revoke Numi's fool card if she's doing Lord of the Rings. Whew, that's good. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hungry, everybody. I'm gonna go get me a shake. Thank you all for hanging out. Say goodbye to Narmi. See you guys later tonight.
Goodbye, everyone.
Appreciate all the love. You guys are the best. The best. Oh wow.
I died.
Well,
Guys, I died.
Well, there was a reason we were in the rowboat. Nomi.
How did you die?
Because she went in the water like a fool, What do you think the rowboat was for? Wait. Nomi, did you do it for the science?
I was trying to go get some ice cream.
You could have redeemed yourself and said, guys, I did it for the science, and I would have respected you. But since you did it for ice cream, I can't respect that.
I was gonna bring you some.
It's still not for the science.
Row your boat
Gently down the street.
down the street.
Man, this thing hurts.
Life is but